Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Stormfall Saga Survival. I'll be doing a three-part series on Chieftains. So I plan to release those over the next 3 days, so one per day. And what I'm going to be discussing is I'll discuss the maps, I'll discuss the what is the hardest map and what is the easiest map in terms of loot, collecting the loot. I'll discuss what weapons you can use and where to use them. And if you watch to the end, I'll give you a tip every day on like certain stuff that I wouldn't really tell anyone. So just a little bit of extra insight on how I do chieftains and how I get amazing loot. So this here would be the easiest map that I'm gonna do. This would be probably my first map that I would choose. And I'll show you how to figure out that you're at this map, and so you know that you're here. So this is map 1. So if you go straight here, you have a wall. If you go up here, you have some spiders. That's how you know you are at this map. Okay, so in terms of weapons, so dealing with spiders, you can use a longbow, a Pyromancer ring, or a crossbow. It's not too bad to combo a crossbow and a pyro ring, or a crossbow and a longbow. That does the job quite well, like so. As long as you do the sneak attacks, I would always target first with the crossbow because you get that extra benefit of the surprise, and then come back in for a sneak attack just to finish off. So here you have 3 spiders, and he's facing me, so just press up and duck again and he'll change his direction. Come back around and sneak attack him, and so forth for the last guy. Oh, sorry, so normally there is 3, sometimes there must be 2. So now we've got a bear here, and I would just evade that bear. You just drag him to the side, let him hit you once, and then run and crouch, and he'll stay there without any problems. Now this chest here, normally I will get tier 3 or 4 armor. It just depends, it varies sometimes. So here I didn't really get much. I wouldn't take that. I would save my stuff, save my inventory space. So down here you have this little setup here, which is just a little clay building. You got a couple of goblins inside. Nothing really too much to worry about. So you can easily deal with these guys with a longbow or a pyromancer ring, and you're just gonna pretty much sneak and one hit them, like so. Get some distance, crouch again, come back around and finish him off. Okay, if you are looking for herbs, you can find fresh herbs in here, and there will be some more inside. I wouldn't really worry about this kind of stuff if you're going for good loot. You're not really going to find much stuff here. And what I normally do is I will just miss this whole thing in like just miss it. I won't even bother with this stuff. So I'll normally pretty much just deal with these guys down here. I skip this whole section and I just go straight into the main part, like so. So when you're dealing with palisades, you don't want to use your good weapons like these, and the reason being is you don't want to waste your durability. So what I do is I just bring some old weapons or low level weapons with me that I can just easily deal with these palisades without actually wasting durability on my good weapons. And this torch is pretty good. That's 3 stars. It has a whopping 29 damage with I believe 160 durability. Yes, 160 durability. So that's pretty good actually. That you can easily deal with goblins with this. And when you are doing these kinds of maps, you don't want to waste your good weapons on like little fry like goblins. So that's where these weapons do come in, and you can quite easily just 2-hit this guy, done. Okay, so moving up, we're going to have some spiders up here. We're also going to have some goblins. So I am going to go, let's just go with the Pyromancer and the crossbow just to show you how it works. So obviously the Pyromancer has a bit better distance. So we got a goblin here, we're just going to deal with him. One shot Pyromancer, easy. Then we got some spiders here, so same thing again. You want to use that extra little bit of distance advantage with the crossbow, just to target the spiders on the first go, so they don't actually damage you when you're trying to escape. Same thing there. Come up here and take this guy as well. And this is another goblin, so we'll just use the weaker weapon for this guy. Come up here, we're going to start getting spiders here. So same thing like before, you just want to attack, run, crouch. If he's looking at you, you want to stand and crouch and he'll change direction like so. If you look at the mini map. And you can 2-hit these guys with a crossbow, or you can alternate just to save on durability. Like I did there. And this should be pretty much the last guy. He actually attacked me. I had a little bit of lag there. It happens. Okay, so here you can find some meat. I'm not really interested in that. You want to go in this part here, just so you can get the large chest, which normally it can have some good drop. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So when I'm dealing with wooden walls, I will use either the cruel bludgeon or a short sword. So cruel bludgeon would be 11 damage and short sword will be 22 damage. So if you're going on durability, the short sword is a little bit better. You're going to save a bit of durability there. I mean, really preference on your level as well and crafting abilities. Obviously, if you find a short sword during your raid or a warhammer, you can also use them as well, just to continue breaking down wooden walls. This will benefit you when you're looking for actual weapons as well. So look at that, straight away you've got some elm. On my first one today, first chieftains today, I found some elm. We are going to keep these potions and we'll keep that health as well. And we'll just use these to refill our water levels. And we're going to move up here. You can, if you really want to, you can run through here. You're going to take 1 damage. But this is an alternate way where you can sneak around the back. You don't have to deal with the spiders up the top to the left. Okay, and like so, we're just going to quickly, we're going to change over for this section. So we're going to use these 2 weapons. And like so, you're just going to quickly disperse these goblins. Oh damn. Alright, so we'll chuck a crossbow on there just for that spider. Goblin is easy. Spider's going to be 2 hits. Come back up here. So you got your patches here where you can get some fresh herbs. Furnace here where you can get some what can you get? You can get some meteorite bars, clay bars, iron bars, steel bars, pretty much all the bars there, except for Mariana. In here you can get barrels if you're lucky. There's another spider just to the top left of the screen. I think that is. I'm just going to deal with him just so he doesn't attack me when I try to go through the wall. No, that's a goblin, so that's easy. Okay, so you can go into this room here. If you go into this room here, you can go into the next room as well. You have a small chest in this one, and in the following room you have a carpenter's bench and a stone bench. So if you're looking for stuff like whetstones, this will be where you can find them on this map. And those whetstones, they're very important. They're going to help you to craft more weapons. So in here, sometimes you will get something good. It is a little bit of luck. It is RNG. You're not always going to get something good, unfortunately. But you know what? You just keep trying and you'll get something good. So we're going to go through this door. You're going to have 2 goblin leaders in here. They're easy to disperse. And you know, like when you're dealing with these guys, you don't want to use your good weapons as well. I just normally change back over and I'll get rid of these guys. You can always run away if you need to. But look at that, easy done. Heal up. And check these benches here. Hopefully we get something good. You can get some elm planks. You can get some elm logs, or you can get some normal timber. Oh, sorry, not elm. You can get some oak. Sorry, my bad. You can get some oak logs and some oak planks. No elm in this at all. In here you can get whetstones. You can get the large 4 brick stones. I forget what they are. I think it might be stone slab. And you can get normal stone blocks. So that's a normal stone block. That room down the bottom will just lead to the other room. Then we're going to go down here. So you will have some spiders in here. You're going to take 1 hit when you take this. That's unfortunate, but it's going to happen. Unless you want to waste your durability on your good weapons, it's going to happen. So we're just going to drag this guy out because I can't actually target him. Okay, like so. So now that he's in the open, we can quite easily just disperse this guy. Like so, done, dusted, easy. We've got another one down here. It really depends, because you have these palisades and you have this trap, it can be quite tricky to target these. So I just got him once there, quite lucky. We're gonna try again, and done. So you just gotta really watch these traps, watch the palisades. If you're not targeting that, then you're definitely gonna be targeting the creature you're after. And coming down into this section here, you're not going to get a sneak attack. And the reason being is because you got this bear here. But if you really want to, we can do this, like so. We get this bear to chase us up here. And we're just going to take 1 hit and ditch him here. And now when I go down here, if I get lucky, I can just sneak in and take that loot without these spiders even noticing. This guy's coming around, so we're gonna deal with these spiders. And same thing goes as before. If you're not targeting that wall, then you're gonna be targeting that spider. But if you get too close, he's gonna see you. So what you have to do is just lure this guy out, like so. Bring him up here. Come around here so you can get that sneak attack on him, and just repeat that. Okay, so now we're going to come down here again, deal with the last guy. And that's done. Now we can quite easily take this loot right here. So the reason I say this is going to be the easiest map for you to loot is because you can easily target the both the strong boxes without actually having to break through any stone walls. So for beginners, this is a really good benefit for you guys. The reason being is you can easily just, get in there. You don't actually have to use any strong weapons, and you will have that chance to get good loot. Where when you go to those other maps, you will actually have to break stone walls to get that loot. So we're just gonna run past these guys. Take some hits there. And yeah, so I actually got another small tip. So you can actually heal when you're on a horse. The only thing is, sorry guys, the only thing is that you actually have to go into your inventory to heal while you're on the horse. So if you're in a small little area where they're not gonna attack you, then yeah, just by all means you can heal up quite easily. Okay, so now when you're getting to the grotto, you have a couple of options here. So option one, if you find an ash wand, or you find a wand, or you find any kind of magical weapon, you can quite easily just disperse these guys with one hit. Just a sneak attack, one hit. You can actually do multiple maps with wands because you're only using one durability each time you attack, which is pretty good actually. I'll show you with this guy. Boom, done, one hit. Now the next option, if you cannot find a wand and you have a crossbow and a sword, you can quite easily do this as well. So right here, show you again, crossbow, sword, he didn't even attack me. Okay, so you're gonna come down here, you're gonna have one more guy, and actually we're gonna try this with the cruel bludger, see if it works with the cruel bludger. One shot, go. Oh, miss attack, go. So you can actually do it for cruel bludger as well. So crossbow, cruel bludger, that's quite easy. So now we're going to sneak up here. We just want to sneak around. We're going to try drag both these guys at the same time. So you see how they're both in just the bottom of my mini map. So now if I jump up, they're going to chase me. So now what you want to do is stop here, let one attack you and run around. So what's that going to do? That is going to stop one from chasing you, and you're only going to take one attack. And you're going to keep those guys right there. And now we're going to come up here, and we're going to, most of the time you can take this without actually having to deal with that guy. If he does come after you, then just sneak attack him with any of your weapons, any of your long range weapons pretty much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So after this we're going to go do the next part, and I'll show you how to do that, and then we're going to go up into the stone room and we're going to loot that as well. So like so, I change over to my weakest weapon just to save on durability. And sometimes you can get this perfectly where you got both bone breakers at one time, and sometimes you can't. So we can't do it this time, so we're just going to drag one bone breaker down here, and we're going to go back up. And guys, the reason why I do not attack the bone breakers, I had some guy who messaged me, said you're level 60 plus and you don't kill the big guys. Now the reason why I do not kill the big guys is because I waste a ton of durability and armor on these guys, and by not killing them I can run maybe 1 or 2 extra maps because I'm saving on my weapons. And that's the whole aim of this game, is pretty much to get as much maps done, as much loot as possible on minimum equipment, and that's how you succeed in this game. So that's pretty much a tip here. So if you can do a map on the least possible stuff, for example the naked map challenge for Cursed Forest, this is a very good example. If you can do all the Cursed Forests with low weapons and pretty much no armor at all, your stuff that you collect and the stuff that you start saving up is going to be amazing, massive amounts of the stuff, because you're not building constantly building new armor. You're not constantly building new weapons. You're just pretty much farming, collecting, and going back out and farming again. And that's the key to success in this game. And it's pretty much just straight up that. Like, pretty much, if you can minimize on what you're actually taking with you and get more maps done. For example, for me, I use weapons that I find. So if I find a wand on a map, I will use that. And I'll use that against enraged undead, just so I'm not wasting durability on my armor and on my weapons. And by doing that, I can get through more maps. So as you go through here, you're gonna have one goblin leader. Now this chest here, this chest is very good for dropping oak planks. It's a very good consistent chest, like very good consistent spot to get oak planks if you're looking for those oak planks. Oh my gosh! Just for the video, it had to give me pine. Okay, so we come over here, and we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take this guy out. Now this bear, we just want to lead him down here, let him hit you, and come back. So in this one here, you have got that chance to get a rune. It's not always the case, but you do have that chance. Like so, we did not get anything. And I would say it's probably about maybe 2 in 10 chests will actually give you something. But like so, it is RNG, so you can't be 100% sure. And this chest here normally will give you something good, like ore. So look at that. Ash wand right there. That's a longsword right there. And that's a key. So straight away, that ash wand will get me through maybe 2 to 3 grottos. And that longsword will get me through maybe 3 to 4 stone walls. And if you find hammers along the way, you can always like just keep topping up this weapon here and using it on this weapon here, just so you can get through those stone walls. Alright guys, so my hint, my tip for today would be, like I said before, choose your weapons wisely. Don't go breaking a palisade with this weapon right here or this weapon right here, because you're just wasting it. Choose weak weapons for palisades. You can even punch a palisade. You can punch a palisade. It gives 2 damage. It might take some time, but you're gonna break it without wasting durability. Use weapons correctly. So for spiders, you're gonna use range weapons. For wars, you're gonna use these kinds of weapons here. I can't do that. Do that. So I would use that. All those for wooden walls. If you're getting to stone walls, you're gonna use those. If you've got a morning star, which is +1, I would use that. When you're in a grotto, you're gonna use these kinds of weapons here, or you can use these kinds of weapons. Alright, so this is the stuff you can use for the grotto. This is the stuff you can use for spiders, for wooden walls, for stone walls, for grotto. Okay, I hope that helps you guys. I'm sorry this video is a little bit long today, but I'm just trying to cover everything so you guys can get a little bit better at this game. Look, if you liked the video, please hit a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just to see more content. And like I said, I will bring out another 2 videos within the next couple of days, just to follow up on this video and to show you the other 2 maps and how you can do those maps. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good one and peace out. See ya.